Howdy there, folks. How are y'all doing? My name is Rees, and look at that beautiful flow of nails slash screws slash whatever you want to call them. What matters is it's about to come to an end. We are about to run out of screws coming out of here, and when that happens, we're going to have a real sort of situation over at the other facility. I guess now is as good a time to note as any. I hope y'all have enjoyed the last few days. The big influx of videos. All of those were recorded like a month ago. A lot of time has passed since I've last played this game, and those videos have just been sitting on a hard drive while I mustered the emotional and mental fortitude necessary to edit them and get back into the YouTube game. And now that I'm back, for the time being, you know me, I like to pick up and head out, without warning. It's like, ooh, we got a nice flow of videos from Rees. Love these new series. Oh, he's gone. He's gone. It's been 6 months. What happened to Rees? Well, we're back, and there's a massive update coming to this real soon, and it's already out. If you're playing the experimental builds, you apparently have to have water pumps and things to get stuff, and the elevator, I think, has its own special requirements for upgrades or something along those lines. I don't know. This was all explained to me by Creeper on a server while I was trying to not be blown up by creepers. So, not different Creeper and creepers, different things. Yeah. So we want to get finished with our current project before the big update comes out and everything gets broken, or we restart. I want to have a sense of closure. I want to have a sense of completion. And, I mean, look, there's some different approaches we can take to this. We've even talked about this before previously in some of those episodes. I remember. In fact, I remember very well because I had to edit those videos just here recently. One of the things we talked about doing, because this is a bottleneck. Oh my gosh, we did it. Oh, we already did it. Oh, I guess I haven't edited that one yet. But at some point, we did move this aside and make it its own thing. Oh, and it's fully maxed out. This little thing here is doing its best, and it's still just not quite enough. Now, this is good. Fortunately, this is maintaining. In fact, almost to a point where I wonder if we ought not bring some of those over here, too. Try to get, like, a better balance. But then, we're going to be at the point of bottleneck. This is going to be a bottleneck. We do not have fast enough conveyor belts for that to work. That is unfortunate. One thing I thought about doing is if we look this way, there is iron. There's iron on the horizon. And we could start up another ironworks, specifically with the sole intent of manufacturing rods for screws. And then we can have those screws pump out of here and go to all the various places they need to go in the world. And then we can repurpose those back there to manufacture something else. I don't know, anything else really. Just do a little bit of work. These aren't that far away, and I think there's like 4 taps over here. I really wish now that I'm all the way over here I'd brought the vehicle, because that would have been a pretty clever idea, because now I have to walk all the way back. I'm not going to turn around and walk all the way back now and get the vehicle, because I've already walked this far. I want to get a lay of the land, though. I want to feel what's going on back here. Mostly what I'm doing is killing time while the other facility manufactures everything we need for the big upgrade. So, we do have some animals in the area. We've got what looks like 3 nodes, maybe? 4 nodes? Is this a node? So, yeah, there's quite a bit of iron here. There's nothing up top here. But, oh, hi there, you. I have a gun. It's what you deserve, pal. You're gonna learn how not to mess with me here. Don't mess with a fix-it employee on a mission. So we got 4 nodes here. We can use all of these to manufacture rods, and then go directly into manufacturing screws slash nails. And then we'll redirect all of that. I mean, is that going to be enough? Isn't that... No, we don't. Never mind. I was about to say something really dumb. I was going to say, don't we already have 4 machines manufacturing? But no, you know what we have? We have 1 machine. We have like 1 mine setup manufacturing. 1 extractor. One mining rig, whatever they're called, set up to collect all of the iron that is then used in several different... I'm going to stop talking now. I got to build like a bridge over here. Whoa. Whoa. Look at the sky right now. How do you get back into camera mode? I've already forgotten. Was it like... which one of these buttons does that? P? That's the one. Look at that. Still can't get rid of the item I'm holding. Wow. I don't know, maybe it's always looked like that. Maybe I've just never looked up at this exact moment of the day and noticed that beautiful streak of red across the sky there, and sometimes I'm just taken away by the beauty in this game. Oh, also, I built a bridge, and I've turned on a light by mistake. I've got a massive bridge now. Got that done. I guess now we need to actually get all of this set up over here. So what are we going to need? It looks to me like we're going to need... You know what? Let's just start off with 1 miner. And let's see how... let's go with 2. Let's see how many screws we can manufacture using 2... Well, man, let's go with 1 miner. Maybe we just want to supplement what we're doing over there with this. So we'll just go with 1. And coming out of that, we'll probably need... Oh, actually, I don't even know. Okay, we're going to have to determine how much we harvest with one of these, because I think these are impure. Let me check here. Yeah, so I don't even know how much we're going to collect. Let me go get the parts for this. Guess we might as well start with this one, since I don't have to do any extra work to get to it. And we're going to throw down our miner. Oh my gosh, you know what I've only just realized? We don't have any power over here. Gonna have to run power over here next. Is it going to give me any sort of... well, it's 660 per minute. So that's something to keep in mind, I guess. I might as well go ahead and get everything I'm going to need. So coming out of there, we're going to need a smelter, and then coming out of there, we're going to need 2 constructors. 1 to make rods, and then 1 to turn the rods into nails. And then, you know, we'll get all that set up, and we'll get a better idea of what we're looking at. But now I run power. You know, in my head, when I said I've got to run power over here, it seemed like it was going to be a much bigger and sort of more involved process. But no, actually, it's literally already done. I haven't checked the grid lately to see how we're doing. Man, when this update gets posted, this whole power system's gonna go down. Oh, for days. We're gonna be completely out of... Oh my gosh, look how close we are to capacity! Did you see that spike? This line is our capacity. Oh, this is insanity. We might not be able to power all of this stuff up today. We might not be able to, not without building some sort of extra infrastructure for power. But yeah... So there's 60, and then I guess we're going to want that to come out into a storage container. So let me go ahead and find organization and grab an industrial storage container. I guess we'll bring it up here. We can have it come all the way up to here first. And I suppose we're going to want one of these for every single miner eventually. So what I might go ahead and do is be proactive about it and just put 4 down. But then... This is a pretty narrow little platform I've built. Mayhaps I should go ahead and extend it first. Will I regret doing this? I always do. I always, at some point down the line, look at what I've built and think to myself, now why did I do this? And of course, I can't really be upset with myself because I didn't know what was going to happen later on. I didn't know that what I was doing wasn't going to work out long term, you know? No one could have known. Well, I mean, unless you've played the game more than I have. But aside from you... Dale, why are you like this, Dale? Why don't you just be nice to me? Maybe this is dumb and unnecessary, but I am going to go ahead and put down 4 of them. And then judging by the position, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. This one here is actually going to be all the way down here on the end, if I want to, you know, connect these up in any sort of way that makes logical sense. Can't quite make a single run, though. Not an issue. This part doesn't need to look nice. You know how I feel about things normally looking nice, but this will get the job started. And then we're going to go out of that, and we're going to go into our first, let me see, production smeltery. Well, there's only 1 smelter, actually. There's not like a series of them, so we're going to go into the smeltery. And looking kind of at this, I don't think I can put them all like right in a row. You know what? If it comes down to it, I can just move those a little bit later on. I just wanted to get them down so I'd have a general idea of where things were going to be. So we can go ahead and put the smeltery, like, right here in line. In fact, I'm going to try to line that up, like, perfectly. Boom. How is that? Can we even make that connection? Can we make this love connection here? Can we make it work? Oh! Perfect. Now, we can never pull anything out of that top spot up there, but that's fine. Make iron... 30 per minute. Well, maybe that's not fine, because that machine back there is pulling out 60 per minute, so maybe we want to get rid of this dumb idea. Alright, I extended the platform out a bit, so what I want to do is get 1 smeltery and put it sort of right... Hold on, like, what is the middle? So not right there, but like right here. And then put this one down sort of an equidistance. So we have a straight shot down the middle. And then that one's going to go to there. And then that one will go to there. And then when that's powered up, each one of those should produce 30, wrong button, iron ingots. Perfect. So that's sort of like 1-to-1 with our mining apparatus over there. Then we're going to have constructors. Now, I brought enough materials for 2, but we're going to need 4 now, possibly, or maybe we'll combine the output of these 2. I don't know. We are working with a pretty limited space here. Let's see what we can do. If I throw the constructor down right here, and I tell it to manufacture rods. 15 iron per minute will produce 15 rods per minute. So we're actually producing enough out of these machines for 4 of these. Is that what we want to do, or do we want to try to speed this one up? Do I have enough speed upgrades for that? Do I have any speed upgrades? I do. So we could boost that to as high as... I mean, even throwing 2 in there, that only gets us up to... What would that be? 30. So we'd still need another one of these. Might as well go big or go home, right? 2, 3, 4 constructors. Yeah. And then we'll use some of the lessons we've learned in the past about combining and splitting outputs. Let's get ourselves another... And this is all going to be 1-to-1, so it's not really necessary to throw down things like the industrial storage containers. But I'm going to throw down an industrial storage container. That's a bit of a tight turn, but it gets the job done. And then we need to grab one of these here. See if we can get that maybe going up thrice high. Ooh, I don't know if it can actually make that. That'll be a bit of a... Oh, okay! You cheeky little conveyor belt. I see you. I see what you're doing down there. That's not going to work. But if we move that to maybe out here, maybe right there, that'll connect up, and then that'll flip back to here in a slightly ugly way, but whatever. So that'll get us 60 ingots, and then from there we are going to split out using a series of... And everyone loves these. Everyone loves when I do this. I haven't actually released the episodes yet, so I don't know if this is a terrible idea, but it makes sense in my head at least. Use a series of splitters. There we go. And... Oof, is that gonna... it's a bit of a messy turn, but as long as it works, right? Wait a minute. What? Oh, yep, okay. Didn't look like we was gonna plug in there for a minute. I had a bit of a moment. Looks like everything's good here. So, you know, there's gonna be some changes in the new version. It says that they're respecking some things. I don't know if that means that production rates for certain things will be respec'd, in which case this whole setup... it's gonna be a disaster. Alright, rods. That's gonna consume 15, produce 15. Awesome. So we want to come out of those into a series of mergers, which are going to carry the product to another container. Is this all flowing well for you folks? Are y'all keeping up with this? I hope this is the kind of content you subscribed for. This sort of next level plays that you're not going to get from other Satisfactory streamers. You don't see other Satisfactory streamers shooting at their equipment. You know, this is the sort of next level plays you get as a subscriber to Howdy Folks Gaming. I didn't almost forget the channel name. That didn't just happen. So finally we have another constructor here, and that is going to produce screws. It's going to consume 15 rods, produce 90 screws, and in that case that means we need to manufacture 4 of these if we want it to be 1-to-1, and we do. We definitely do. Was there like a bigger gap in between those two? Yeah, we're gonna need to try to take up as... We're gonna need to like squish these together is what I'm getting at, because we are running out of space on this little platform. Conveyor splitters help me keep things tidy and orderly and running smoothly. In a way I can't explain, but makes sense inside of my brain. And then from there, we are finally going to make ourselves a... Let me see here. Industrial storage container pointing homeward. Homeward bound, right? Oh, should we just like put it right here and hook it into this conveyor belt? I guess we could use this conveyor belt. I mean, that takes us all the way back to base, like home base. But we can just redirect it at some point, so that would be fine. And it would give this... I guess we don't have to hook it in, like, right there, though. So we could put it... I mean, we're going to. Is that going to connect? Is that centered up on it? Not quite. You know what? Let's put our industrial storage container out of the way over here. Lovely. We will get our merger game going. And then out of the mergers, we'll go into there. And then out of there, we'll go into here. For now. We might change that later. It just happens, you know, that's already there and functioning, so... you know, convenient for us. So as of right now, this comes down here and hits this curve here, where it carries me, you know, all the way back home. But what if we got rid of this bit? And instead, right here, we put ourselves... Why am I... No, I'm not going to do that. I don't need that. I was about to put down a splitter, but I don't need to split it. I just need to have this go that direction, going up a bit. So that might be too high. Make that turn. That's a smooth turn. Okay. And then I want it to go over here and go into the one with the screws, which is that one right there. All right. It's going to get a little wonky on the way over. It's going to have to do a little bit of a crooked turn there. I could straighten that out if I wanted, but does it matter? Come on, folks. Y'all know me better than that. Of course it matters. And now it's perfect. And so from that conveyor line there, I think we're going to bring it down into the bottom of... Oh, dear. Which one did I say was the screws? This one. So we got to bring it down to, like, right here. Yeah, and then... Oh, Shrek. Oh, well, that's... We can just get rid of that. Yeah. 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 Perfect. So that will go into there... and supplement our stock screws, which are now empty. So this is good. And then, of course, once that fills up, it'll stop directing them from over here into there, and they'll get sent where they should be. Okay, this is all brilliant. The only question is, when we power this up, is everything going to come crashing down? And it certainly appears as though, yes. Yes, it is. This is going to be a disastrous nightmare. We can try, and if it does, we'll just cut the power line going to the facility over here, and then we'll go... you know, sort of deal with it as it needs dealing with. Power cable there for these. And then we'll put another power cable over here for all of these. I reckon that'll do it. So we wire everything together. Love that static. And then again, if this doesn't work, what we can do is we can just cut the line going to that main line over there. Cut the line going to the main line. The reason that sentence was difficult for me was because it used the line twice, and I'm not comfortable with that. So, we haven't maxed out connections here. We should have 2 more. Yeah, I did the maths correctly, everyone. There's that one hooked up. There's that one hooked up. Okay! Okay! Y'all ready for that surge of power that's going to come when I enable all of this? Yes? It's already down. I didn't even plug it all in yet. I did, what? Hold on. I didn't even connect that up to all of this yet. All of this is still just over here on its own. Are you joking? Huh. Yeah. Oh, I really hoped that by unplugging... we've clearly tapped into something. Okay, let's go fix this. This is not good. Alright, you know what? It's far from ideal. But maybe what we can do is we can overclock the coal power, temporarily speaking. Because, I mean, this is really just semi... all this was ever intended to do was be supplementary to the fuel, right? Which we can go push a little bit further if we need to. We just need to get power back on. There we go. What are we looking at in terms of capacity? Alright, there's that huge spike when you first power it on. We expected that. We're still spiking up pretty high. Alright, you know what? We're going to max out all of these. This isn't a permanent solution, I realize. It's not meant to be a permanent solution. I hope you realize. We're going to have to go increase, I guess, production of oil-related power. But for right now, for this episode, for getting this going, we're just going to max it out. Where's that put our roof at? Where's our capacity at right now? It says 1872. That's not a lot. That's not a lot more than what we're currently consuming. Okay. Let's just see if we can get it running. Okay. So, oof. We keep getting those mad spikes right there. Here we go. Hooking everything up. Boom. What are we looking at? Nothing. We're looking at nothing. No real change. Is all of this operating? Well, I guess these machines aren't operating. These are just now coming online. But they're going. They are going. And remember, it should all be 1-to-1. So as soon as this is done, yep, there's another iron ingot to replace it. So that's what we want to see. We want to see all of these manufacturing 1-to-1 iron ingots. And then these should be doing the same. Iron bar comes in. We get some screws. That's what we're seeing. Awesome. So we now have a nice steady supply of screws going out. And with everything running, with everything producing, what are we looking at? Surprisingly low. So what might have happened is we ran out of something at some point, somewhere, and systems came on to replenish it, and that sudden spike of power sent us right over our capacity. Our capacity is up now. I guess it took time for the coal generators increases to kick in, but we're doing okay for the time being. My gosh, those spikes though. Close. We're real close. All right, let's take a ride. We shouldn't really see any of this start to back up until we fill up on screws or nails, screws, which could happen. But let's follow the line now. And I think what we're actually going to see is all of this is going to be pretty much 1-to-1 in and out. Yeah, going over there to produce other objects at the Omni facility, the mini Omni facility. Oh, wait, hold on. Which one of these screws? You? Wait a minute. Is this empty? Oh, that's our plates and our rotors, I believe, right? Our modular frames. So modular frames are empty. Hope we don't need any modular frames at any point, because we're not manufacturing them fast enough. The temptation is, of course, to build more of them more quickly. But the problem is the reinforced iron plates. We're now full on reinforced iron plates over here. I don't know if you'll notice that, but that conveyor line is full. So all of them being produced by both of those machines are now detouring to here, where we have plenty of rods, but not enough reinforced iron plates. So that's a thing we should consider speeding up. And now that we're getting more screws, I think it's feasible. I mean, we have more than enough screws now. Iron plates, somehow we're not overstocked on. Those are all coming from like one machine. No, hold on. There's 3 machines over here producing iron plates. And then those 3 machines' iron plates productions are being split between these 2. And it's still not quite enough if we wanted to speed it up even more. I mean, it looks like we're just barely maintaining over here the flow rate. So we'd have to speed these up too. We're running out of slugs. I need to do an audit and figure out where all my slugs have gone, where I've put them in the past. We could definitely speed these up. There's an excess of iron ingots. We've got plenty of iron ingots if you wanted to speed these up. I mean, these are producing, what, 60 a minute each? No, 30 per minute. And these are consuming 30 per minute. Okay, so there's not actually an excess. But we could speed up the whole line and get these plates produced faster and then get those moving a little bit faster. It's a thing to consider doing. Though I guess the thing I need to worry about now is getting more fuel generators up and running, because clearly we don't have enough power. So maybe a couple more of those. I mean, fortunately, the things that we are manufacturing over here... Oh, let's check screws, by the way. Are you filling up now? Okay. Yeah. So this might eventually fill up, which means that... Oh, actually, that's less than ideal, because when this fills up, that means that actually the conveyor belt will stop running, and things like rotors and modular frames will stop coming this way. We're going to have to eventually have individual lines for every single thing that comes over here. Or maybe a train. I guess we'll also need to do that. Need to consider that. I think we're close to being able to do that. The things we need for that are being manufactured over here. So I don't really remember what was required for that one. I'm looking over here. I need 50 modular frames, 50 motors, and 25 computers to build more fuel generators to keep our power demands, you know, sort of where they should be, to keep them all in check. But what do we need for this? Monorail. Gas mask. Monorail. Oh. Because this is too cabalicious for you, babe. Monorails.
Milestone reached. A new set of buildings and vehicles needed for long-range transportation has been made available. In addition to built-in power conduction, rails-based transit ensures increased efficiency and reliability for both the transport of pioneers and cargo.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Where's that at? Is that under vehicles? Look at this. A train station. Locomotives can be set to drive to and stop at the train station. Connect train power to the train station to power up trains on the railway, as well as transport the power to other stations. Ooh. So I can have, like, cargo? Okay, so there's a difference between these two. As freight cars stop, this... Wait. As freight cars stop, they will either unload... Okay, guys. As freight cars stop, they will either unload or load their goods, depending on what you set it to do. Freight platform snaps to railway, each other, and train stations. So we can build one of these. Can we determine, I wonder... Okay, so we have to build a locomotive. Oof, it's expensive. And then we have to build a freight car. Oof, it's expensive. And oof, and then I might just keep using conveyor belts for a while. How much do you carry, by the way? Loaded and unloaded on freight platforms. Freight platforms. I can't do the talking. An empty train platform for when you need to create some empty space. Fair. Fair enough, I guess. Fair jaka. Indeed. As freight cars stop, that's the part I don't get. Depending on what you've said. Okay, so my question is, can I determine... Like, is one freight car only going to be able to carry one type of good? I mean, sure, I can fill it with a bunch of different goods, but then how do I sort it at the end? Can I determine, like, okay, one output's going to be one thing and one output's going to be the other? I guess I should build one of these things and look at it. I mean, there's no train platforms anywhere. But, my gosh, it's massive. Look at the size of this thing. I don't know, it seems like it's going to complicate things. It doesn't matter. I gotta go get power taken care of. Thank you, folks, for watching. God bless you, and I'll see you later. Bye!